What's happening, people? Welcome back to the Brothers Geek Out channel. This is another episode of Fight Talk. We're about to talk some fights, but as always, I'm joined by my boy K West early in the morning. Thanks for joining as usual. Always trying to find this time between us to catch up about the fights and just catch up in general. What's happening, man? How you doing?
Like I said before, I'm really, really well. I'm Superfly. Yeah, that term has kind of stuck with me recently. I'm just like, how you doing? I'm Superfly. What does that mean? I'm good.
That's an old hip hop line. I swear it was like, what's his name, man? Rick James or something. I swear it was a Rick James line, Superfly. I feel it was one of his tunes or something. If I'm correct, might be wrong.
Yeah, there is him, but you know what? Like, I've completely gone into Bruce Lee mode. Me and mom watched Big Boss, and we watched Fist of Fury, which she didn't remember. And I remember like Jim Kelly talks about like when he's in Enter the Dragon, when he catches Bruce like sneaking up, and
Mm.
the guards questioned him, and he said, "Ah, I saw a Superfly." And I was like, "Ooh."
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, look, I don't know. I Googled it real quick. What does
There's many terms,
Superfly?
many
Yeah,
reasons. There's many.
extremely
It's like
hip,
80.
cool, excellent,
Yeah,
impressive,
yeah.
self-confident, stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, yeah, just an old school term of like, I'm good, I'm I'm
Solid.
I'm blessed, I'm freaking whatever, man. That's awesome,
Yeah.
bro. Good to hear. Glad to hear everything's
Thank you.
well. Seems very dark in your
Yeah.
room today, with a bright light around you,
I
which
think
is
it's
fine.
because what it is that I am the window is here,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
last week it was fine. I think because there's a lot of sunlight, so it's doing the opposite. Let me go downstairs and get better light.
No,
One
no, no,
second.
that's perfect. But
How
stay
you
where you
doing
were,
anyway?
stay where
What's
you were.
happening with you?
Because the lighting was fine.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, it was fine. I was just saying it was dark behind you, but
oh,
you were fine. Yeah, you were fine. Hopefully, I didn't
I'm not
lose.
just fine. I'm super fine, my brother.
Super fine, super. There you go, there you go. And just yeah, you could
Yeah,
center it a little bit. You're a bit to the yeah, there you go, there
like
you go,
this
there you
too.
go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, we
Yeah,
were just talking earlier. My third week back in Dubai, just back into routine, back into structure,
oh
uh,
yes,
training,
routine.
all that sort of stuff.
Again,
Yeah, diet.
grappling.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Got
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu
yeah,
tonight.
yeah.
Had wrestling last week. This week I'm planning to go just slowly building myself up. So I mean, because I don't know what it is, like it's harder to get back into it physically to like
Yeah,
because I was off for the whole of summer basically, and I'd done a bit of gym and stuff and in the UK, but to get back
yeah.
into jiu-jitsu, wrestling, conditioning, it's harder, man. So it's just like all right,
Mm.
slowly get back into it. So been jiu-jitsu last couple of weeks. I'm gonna go jiu-jitsu tonight. I went wrestling last week. This week I'm planning to go wrestling, jiu-jitsu, MMA, and wrestling. And then slowly grow it from there. And on the other days, just work on my gym and conditioning and whatnot. But yeah, no, it's going well, man. It's going all right. Just getting back into it and just trying to
Yeah.
stay injury free. I mean, one thing I've noticed is I've less injuries in Singapore, but I think there's a couple reasons to that. I think one, in Singapore, I used to train at 5 a.m., right? And I just feel like my body maybe wasn't as warmed up, you know? I
Mm.
did do a warm up. I used to wake up early and do a yoga session, try to warm up. I used to ride my bike there, but I just feel like maybe the body is not as
Early.
wasn't as warmed, yeah, because it was
Your
super early
your
training.
dedication is like cannot be questioned for
Wow,
martial
I
arts,
mean,
honestly. It
I
cannot be
it's
questioned.
no matter what, even if I slow down, I have a kid, I got a wife now. If I have a kid in the future, like I will find a way to
When
at
you
least,
have a kid in the future,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
when
Yeah, exactly.
if
I would always find a way to train like jiu-jitsu,
yeah,
MMA, whatever it
yeah.
is, like some sort of martial arts for sure. That's always gonna
Mm.
be priority. But yeah, no, I mean, that even now with the missus and being in Dubai and just thinking about I can't be as selfish and keep going all the way down to that MMA gym to train because I need to spend time with her by herself here. Without a car, you can't
Yeah.
really do anything so I feel I feel a little bit responsible and I feel a bit guilty when I just leave her every day. And she's just
On
stuck
that
here.
note, you bought the car?
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go put down payment today, and I should get it in about 10 days or
Oh,
something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's another thing that's happening, things are moving forward. That was a
okay.
goal when we came back, like, let's buy a car.
Yeah.
I done the maths and I was
MT.
like, sorry?
MG?
No,
You
fuck
said?
MG, man. Fuck them. We based on their basic customer service and their lies and all that sort of stuff. We
Oh,
completely
oh,
turned away from
oh,
MG. Fuck them. We're getting actually
oh.
a car brand called Haval, Haval, which is a Chinese brand, which I've never
Wow.
heard of, but great value for money, put it that way, and whatnot.
Okay, okay.
Um, but yeah, what was I saying? I was saying, yeah,
You
because of
got a
the
picture?
misses. Uh,
Let's see. Show us. Come on, show everybody over to see. Come on, man.
let me see if I got something
Come
here.
on. Come
I mean,
on,
look,
man.
you know what? Someone made a comment, a friend of mine made a comment to me, and he was like, because I didn't see it this way, but he was like, gee, like, you got to look at it as a success. You're the first one out of the boys to buy a brand new car off the showroom and all this sort of stuff. And I was like, yeah, no, but it's mine. He goes, no, 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 no. It doesn't matter the cost or any of that sort of stuff. It's, it's a success, and you got to look at it that way. And I didn't
Why
really
would you
see,
see anything
I didn't see it
different?
that way. I just like, I'm buying a car.
What
Yes,
did you
I'm
see?
happy. I don't
Yeah.
know if you guys can see this.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
pretty
fuck
nice.
MG. Fuck
Really?
MG. Nice.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
nice. It's like
Fuck
an
MG.
Escalade. Oh,
MG's basic
now
service
you
put me off.
now you're one of them guys in the big roller. Look at you.
I
Nice,
mean,
man.
look, you know what? Like I said,
Nice
for
car.
good value of money, it looks nice and it's
Yeah,
going to be fresh. It's brand new.
it
It's got
does
all
look
the
nice.
technology and everything. But it's a Chinese brand. They
Jarvis?
used to be South African, but Chinese born, just like MG. MG used to be a UK brand. The Chinese company bought them, but it's one of China's biggest SUV dealers and whatnot. So
I had no idea.
I had to
You
do
got
my
Jarvis in
research
that?
on it.
You got Jarvis in that motherfucker as well?
Sorry.
You got Jarvis in that motherfucker as well?
Yeah, yeah, bro. It's got all this like auto. Bro, I was telling Kibbs last week that the guy
Mm.
showed me the auto parking function, and I was like, it was surreal. I was in a robot. I was in a robot.
Whoa.
He goes, no, 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 just take your foot off the gas off the steering wheel, and it parked. And I was like, this is a robot. I'm in a robot. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy, and
How was the parking? Was it like was it like
it
a
was
you have to
immaculate. It was perfect. The
okay,
robot got it
okay.
perfect. It's slow because it takes a bit, scans,
To,
and
mm,
it's slow. So I don't
mm,
think I would use it in the real life. It was more of a
yeah,
gimmick, to be honest with you. But say, for example, if my
yeah.
missus got a license and she was like, she can just use it and take her time. But I was in a
Ah,
robot. It was very surreal. I was like, I can't believe it. It's got lane assistance and all these cameras and blah, blah, blah. But like, so like I say, for value for money, it works out perfect. And I'm looking forward to getting it. And I done the maths and I was like, if I rented my car, my shitty Ford, which has done me justice, so love to the Ford Figo, but if I rented that for 5 years at the price I'm paying now, it would work out to the equivalent of buying this car. So I was like, it's a no-brainer when it comes to that, when doing the maths like that, basically. So
I see that. That's what it is.
yeah, so
What were
that's
you
it,
saying? It
man.
was sorry, you mentioned that you wasn't seeing it as a success, and your guy was saying you're the first person to buy it.
Yeah, I
How are
was
you seeing
just
it?
no, I was just seeing I was buying I was buying a car, it's needed in Dubai. I can't even go to the grocery shop without a car. And I was just seeing it as like,
Mhm.
yes, like I think at first I was just gonna get anything. And then it just turned into like I saw my budget and what I could get, and I was like, oh, okay, I can get something nice and whatnot. Like I realized like I still had a bit of vanity, if that's the right word. After looking, I was like, oh, actually, I like this red leather interior. Oh, I like the way this looks. And I started like thinking, oh, you know what? I like it and I'm gonna look good in it. And I'm looking forward to it. But I didn't see it as a success in the sense of like boastful thing, like, oh, I'm getting this car, look at this out, look at this, like amazing. I just saw it as
Okay.
like, I'm just getting a car, it's gonna look good, and I'm looking forward to getting it. But my friend was like, bro, you're not looking like you gotta see it as a success in what you've achieved with you and your wife. You're buying a brand new car off the
I
showroom. None of the boys has ever bought a brand new car off the
see.
showroom.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
it's like, new age technology 2024. Like, and I'm like, well, I didn't see it that way, but now you pull it. I mean, I guess I should
yeah.
celebrate my success in sense of buying it. So yeah, just slowly, just appreciating it, and I am seeing it as a success, and I am going to enjoy it and whatnot. And me and the missus are going to enjoy it. It's going to be luxury. It's going to be nice. So yeah, got to go today before jiu-jitsu, pay off
Mm.
the down payment. And what I was saying about training earlier, like I say, finding the right balance so I could make sure the missus doesn't have the right time with her as well. because I can't just be selfish like I was when I was single, just train twice a day or for hours or just be at the, you know what I mean? Like even on the weekends, like I make sure they're free for her. So I'm training Monday for now. I'm training at the MMA gym. I'm training Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm just trying to find a way I could fit it all in there. So like on a Tuesday, I might have to go super like early, and then do a kickboxing session at lunchtime and just work from the office, and then do the MMA session afterwards. So I'm getting it all in between Monday to Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday I train at home and the local gym. So again, just finding that balance between spending time with the missus and myself. But of course, I'm always going to train that martial arts, you know what I mean? No matter what, even if it's just once a week. Say if I, when I have a kid eventually, even if it's like once a week, I can go, all right, cool. I'll pick one once a week and go, be it jiu-jitsu, wrestling, Muay Thai, whatever. I'll just have to do one a week. And then eventually the thing is, it's a lifetime thing. So say, I have a kid, I have kids, I have to just go once a week. Okay, so be it. After they're older, and yes, I'm going to be much older, but I'm just going to go back to normal routine, you know what I mean? So that's the thing, and then, jiu-jitsu is going well, one thing I noticed actually, and I'm not putting anyone on the spot, I thought it was just me, but it's not just me. I was saying I'm always struggling against the big guys and all that sort of stuff, right? And their lower belts and all that sort of stuff. And that always made me feel insecure in my jiu-jitsu. But I realized it's not just me, because what I've noticed, and I saw this in Singapore as well, is I actually saw like black belts and brown belts like avoid training with certain big brute white belts and whatnot, avoid doing the sparring, avoid doing the specific with them, because they know they're going to be a big brute and whatnot. And I just saw them actually avoid them, and I don't think that's a bad thing, because one, they were a bit older as well, these brown belts and black belts and whatnot, so they don't need to be wrestling with a brute and trying to prove a point and hurt themselves and whatnot in the process of it. But it's being a bit smarter. And I saw it recently in my gym here as well. And I was just like, actually, because the coach split us up, and I was like, thank you. Because I'm the smallest in the class, and he put all these big brutes aside, whether they're white belts or whatnot. And he's like, you can go with the smaller guys. I was like, thank you. Because I don't need to freaking try and prove myself. But what I saw was the brown belt that he put there as well also made his way out over. He was a heavier weight, however, he was older and whatnot, but also made his way over to my section, which was with the smaller guys and the white belts. And I realized, like, because the on that side was just the bigger brutes, like there were some white belts and some no-gi guys and whatnot, but they were just big, strong sort of dudes. And I was like, it's not just me that's find it difficult with them guys. Even the higher belts do. And I was like, all right, it made me feel a little bit like there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I don't know why I have this thing in my head that the belt means anything. It's like, you know what? It doesn't. It's my own journey. It's my own physical capabilities and all that sort of stuff. So stop feeling insecure about it and just go and train and enjoy it. And I've been enjoying it. I mean, the week before, actually, the first week I went back, I was like, oh God, the cardio is going to kill me, right? But I had this sparring session with he was a new guy. He done a little bit of wrestling. He was like 90 kgs, and I was like, oh fuck, here goes my back, here goes my neck. But in fact, and again, this is where I find the value of jiu-jitsu. I dominated in regards to position, in regards to submission. He just didn't know what he was doing. He was a big brute and he was very strong, but he wasn't just conditioned. So I just had to kind of survive a brute force scramble for like a 30 seconds or a minute. And two, he just doing a bit of wrestling and whatnot, and he was physically strong with like muscles and stuff, but he just wasn't aware of movement and whatnot. I was able to dominate in every position, and I was like, this is the great thing about jiu-jitsu. And this is what makes me feel like, God forbid I have to go on the street and scramble with someone or whatnot, or fight with someone, God forbid it happens, because the streets is obviously dangerous, because you've got the floor and slamming and all that sort of stuff. But it gives me the confidence that if someone does not know what they're doing, I have a significant advantages in regards to body movement and positioning. Just have to avoid a big brute slamming me onto the floor, which will be very dangerous. And a 57 kg guy will be easy for a big brute. But anyway, like, again, it's my journey. It's my physical capabilities, my technical capabilities, and my journey of what I'm able to achieve. So yeah, I'm gonna go jiu-jitsu tonight. Gonna go have some fun with it as usual. And Hamzat Chimaev is in the gym. That's how he's there again. But I walked past him. He literally walked past me. Just again, I'm not gonna be that guy that says, "Oh, brother, can I get a picture?" and whatnot. Because like, bare people are just waiting around him and whatnot. And if I had that opportunity to just say hello, I'll do that. If I could get a picture, I'll do it. But he literally walked past and I was like trying to get eye contact to say, Salam alaikum, brother. But it didn't happen. So I'm like, leave him. He's focused on training. He's going to training. He's sweating and whatnot. Let him be in the zone.
Oh,
yeah. So anyway, I'll catch him. I'm sure I'll catch him. But I'll rather
yeah.
I'm not focused about the picture. I'm more about just saying hello. Like, how you doing, brother? Like, that's it. That's all I want to say. Like, hello, how you doing, brother? Good to meet you. And that's it. So yeah, that's what's
He's getting
happening,
ready
man.
for that cluster fight, man. He's getting ready for that cluster fight. Yeah. I see that. But that's all of what you said is really good reflection, self-reflection, massive self-reflection. Because yeah, you learned some valuable stuff there. Like, it's not all about the belt. That was like the most probably poignant thing that you mentioned. That it's about your personal journey, and yeah, like those are very valuable lessons, big
Yeah.
time. Like, so sounds like you've had a very couple of weeks about yourself, you know. So good on you, man. A competition end of the year,
There's one
maybe.
coming up in September and there's one in November. So I'm thinking, like I said, just to rock up. What I'm trying to do is not, I'm training. I'm gonna do my normal routine of training, but not specifically train for, because I just want to go in and see how I do. Just how I am now, you know what I mean? So let's see how it goes. I mean, let's see, as long as I'm injury free, as long as I feel good, as long as there's nothing crazy going on in life, I'm like, yeah, I'll just rock up and just spar. That's all I'm going to see. I'm going to see it as a sparring session. And I'm not going to train specifically like just jiu-jitsu and strength and conditioning and running, because I just want to see with the training I do now, which is like still 6 days a week and all that sort of stuff, how do I just get in and do, you know what I mean, at my level, at my weight class. Most importantly, my weight class. I just want to train with someone my size and be like, yeah, let's have fun, let's roll, man.
Hey,
And not just be like, yeah, like that's the fun thing. That's the fun thing I want to do. I just want to roll with someone my size, really. And whether I get tapped out in a second or we just have a fun rolling session, it's like, all right, cool. Like, I just want to just get in there. So I'm not looking at it as a competition. I'm not all that sort of stuff. And I'm not trying to be champion, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's September 1.
Nice.
I feel like I just want to walk in there. I mean, I'm building back up my training now. I feel like I just want to build my training
September
up.
the 1st.
Not the 1st. I think it's in mid or end of September.
Oh, you said September 1, as in, okay, got it.
Yeah. So let's see. Another couple of guys there are training for it and whatnot. I might just ask them like, where do I sign up, and just sign up and just go like show up. I'm not gonna tell the coach. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I need all the attention in the world. No. I just want to go there and roll and have fun with it. You know?
Please do it.
Only thing I gotta do is
got everybody. Go on.
No, that's it. I said I just gotta make weight. That's the only thing I gotta train for, really. That's what I want to train for, really, is make the weight, which I don't know what it is. I gotta check what the categories are.
Okay, I was gonna say, highly functioning people watching this podcast, let us know whether he should do September 1 or the November 1. So comment 1 both, really, or 2. Okay.
Yeah, I think what I want to do, what my plan is, like, is just sign up, walk up, roll, and then leave. Leave. You know what I mean? I'm not looking at it as a tournament. I'm looking at it as a training session, like tonight. I don't want to be champion. I don't care. So I just want to see it that way. You never know, maybe things might change, but I just want to just walk up like it's a training session and just warm up, roll with someone, and get the hell out of there. Like, all right, I'm done now. I'm getting out of it, going home. So yeah,
mindset.
That's what I want to.
All the pressure, isn't it?
I mean, there's still going to be pressure, nerves and whatnot, but it's just
extra pressure of people knowing everything and preparing you and all this. Like, you don't have any of that. You just, I'm there to show up and then to leave. Like, rather than I'm here to win and putting all this excess energy on you. That's good. Good mindset.
Yeah. So let's see how it goes. Anyway, I need to speak to the guy today to find out where's the website to go, and then I could just double check the date and then go and just like see how it works out, basically. Only thing is I guess I gotta wait there the whole freaking day, which I don't want to do. I just want to like go do my thing and go. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is.
What day would it be? Tell me.
Most probably a Saturday or something. Most probably.
Okay. Well, if you end up waiting around, give me a call, because I'll be on the other side by then. Maybe we do a podcast. Is there a fight on around that time? Is there like prediction? I don't know, something.
There
You
must
know,
be something. There must be something. We'll figure it
something,
out. We'll
something.
figure
We'll
it
talk
out.
about
Yeah.
it. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
talk about it. We'll talk about it because that'd be
Yeah.
interesting to see that process. You know, obviously not you fighting, but because I know you don't want to do that, but at least like you there, physically
Yeah.
there, like waiting.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Just a thought. Just a
On
thought.
that note, man, well, let's segue into the fights, man. We had UFC Singapore, man, which was actually a fun. The main event was super fun. I mean, the last three fights were really great,
Yeah.
but the main event was super fun. Max Holloway, legend, versus Korean Zombie, another legend who retired. And I don't want to butcher his name, but let me find. Even on the UFC site, it's got his name as the Korean Zombie, but Chung Sung
Yeah, there was.
Jung. I didn't want to butcher his name too much, but
Let me see if I can assist you with my also pretty bad pronunciation of names.
they just got him as Korean Zombie. Chan Sung Jung.
Jung Chan. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Boom. He's only 36.
Yeah, he's been through
Yeah.
some wars though, man. He's been through some wars, and he's always been
And
fun. I mean,
yeah,
he's
and
always been fun to watch.
Military duties.
Yes, he was away for the
Military
military during his prime, which was a bit of a
16
shame, I
months,
guess.
they said. Oh, right. But I mean, this time he hadn't fought for 16 months since he fought Volk. I don't know what the reason is for this one.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a massive chunk of time just like, chopped away from your training or whatever else. So maybe he was injured. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man.
The
But I mean,
did say,
what a legend. I mean, that's all I could say is what a legend. And it was a great retirement, even though it didn't go the way he wanted. But at least he fought Max Holloway, which is another legend, the highest, literally the best in that division apart from Volk, because he's just tearing up everyone. And it was by knockout, but he had so many fans. It was actually I don't know if you saw it, but the whole thing was quite emotional. And the UFC at the end, they played his tune. Like at the end of the fight, when he put his gloves down, they played his walkout tune, which was Zombie by the Cranberries. And then they had a little video that they put together. And it was actually quite emotional for him, and him crying and whatnot. I actually felt very emotional for him, and just like a remembrance of his legacy. And it was great that it was in Singapore. I mean, it's not Korea exactly, but there was still a lot of fans there from the Asia part.
Sure.
And the fans also love, and it was against Max Holloway, who the fans also love too. So it was just like a neutral love fight, and it was amazing. And great fight, and look, Korean Zombie went out the way he was supposed to go out, which was in a freaking
war,
back and forth war, and in that little exchange, like, because he just, that's who he is. And absolutely amazing, man. He got the first twister in the UFC against Ricardo Lama. No, that's not the right guy. I can't remember the name.
I haven't heard of his name in a while.
But he's had some great fights, man, from WC days to the UFC. How many times has he fought for title? I think he fought Aldo once for the title. He fought Volkanovski once for the title. So, I mean, he's gone up there. He's been up there, like, for title. And it's nothing to be, he accomplished a lot, man.
It's true. That that military service, like you said, it did chop a lot of his time off, because I just came into the UFC when WEC was being kind of shut down and kind of absorbed by the company. So I didn't see that time of him, but I'd heard his name. And then early UFC, like, he was there for a little bit and he was just gone for a good while. And then you hear his name every now and then. I guess that was like, what, 2009, 10, 11, around that time, where he was kind of in and out. Would you say that was the time?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he come back again, like he'd always been there. And I'm like, who's this guy? And then I see him with the blue gloves, and I'm like, oh, damn, like, he's been around for a minute. So yeah, it's a shame that he did get a lot of his time chopped off, but what he did with it when he was there, he showed up, brain dead as always, in the best way possible.
Zombie's a perfect name for him.
Like a zombie, you had to take a headshot to go down.
That's it. I mean, it was a great. Listen, it wasn't like it was easy for Max Holloway. I mean, in the sense that, like, it was still Max Holloway had to block and move and was in danger and all that. So he put some threat on him, but just Holloway's just Yeah, Holloway's great. Holloway loves that shit too, but he's got great movement and boxing as well. Yeah, exactly. What's his name? He's got great movement and boxing, and there was so much respect between them. It was nice to see, and Holloway's just the nicest guy. He always shows respect where respect's due. Obviously, he was going through a lot as well because of the fires that's going in
That's
Hawaii, and I think it just kind of
really
affected him as
sad.
well.
Oh man, like that made me feel really sad because he had his conference and did you hear that? And he was like, he was almost struggling to finish it. And, he gave almost like a speech when they showed the tape of Maui and everything. And it was really hard to listen to, So, and it was, on top of that, I don't know if he has family that got affected or whatnot, but he still came through and did his camp and did everything. And he asked for permission to wear the red shorts at the
Mm.
commemoration and everything. And so, UFC did rep and support, and I think they did pay 1 million to benefits, unlike some people who should have paid for their help. But anyway,
Who's that dig
but
to?
yeah, like amazing.
Is that a
Oh,
dig towards something?
oh yeah, that's a dig, but we didn't get into it now, man. But like, there's certain governments who should have helped and they haven't helped.
Oh, I see, I see, I see, I see.
Yeah,
Because they
certain
are,
governments.
it's a US state, isn't it? It is a US state somehow for some weird reason. Because they're
Yeah,
like
well,
hours away and they ethnically look different, and somehow it's a US state. Anyway,
it should
yeah,
help,
well,
but
yeah,
they're not helping.
I did see
They're not
UFC. They all
helping.
had "I Love Hawaii" t-shirts. Everyone was wearing those and whatnot.
Yeah,
So
big respect.
yeah,
Yeah,
no
big respect.
respect.
Big respect.
But
Yeah,
great
no, Max
fight though.
Holloway, like
Great fight.
mentally,
Yeah.
different level. Yes, incredible, incredible. Like it was true martial arts, man.
It was on
And
the
how
highest
did he
level.
get out of this?
He had him hurt. That's what I'm saying. Zombie. I mean, I think what it is, he squeezed hard, but Zombie done a great job of just holding his hips back. So Holloway couldn't come around and grab
Yes,
his legs and get
he
closer.
couldn't
So if
come.
he, yeah,
Yes,
so if he
there's kind of
clapped,
yeah.
yeah, if
I'm
Holloway
on the
grabbed
phone.
his, oh, if he grabbed his legs with Korean Zombie's legs, then he would have been able to just squeeze it and make it more tighter. Zombie was done a great job just
Yeah,
keep his hips back, which was awesome, which gave him a little bit of leverage to just breathe and
leverage.
whatnot.
Yes,
But
that's what it
yeah,
was. Because I
and
heard.
if there was that, and then I think was it the first round where he clipped him again and he went down and Holloway just kind of.
Right.
I mean, I think look, out of respect, I think Holloway didn't want to like damage him too much. I don't know if he was
Didn't.
looking for a walk away
Yeah,
knockout, but I think he just was like, I'm
he
not
got it.
the respect. Yeah, he did, and ended up eventually get it. But I don't
Eventually,
think he
yeah.
wanted to like damage him more and whatnot, which is
He didn't
why
go
he
after
took
him.
his time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He didn't go after him. He could have done. He could have finished ground and pound. But yeah, I mean, that wasn't there. But I remember listening to the conference, and he was like, "Man, like Max said, he really is a zombie. Like I had him in the choke, and he said, I swear he stopped breathing, and he came back and he put his hand up. I was like, wow." So yeah, man, that's an amazing moment for sure.
Just absolutely
Amazing.
amazing. Yeah, I thought that was
What an
great. I think that
incredible
was a
guy.
great fight, and it
I
was
was
just
gonna say,
you go.
no, 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 carry on.
No, I was just saying for Singapore card, just it was just an amazing main event. Just a really, really cool main event. Just great
Mm,
fighters, and it puts Holloway. Where does it put Holloway? He's just so good at that division, except Volkanovski. I
difficult.
mean, Volkanovski
So
is just something different. His involvement is crazy, and I mean, do they do a full fight? I mean, they can. I mean, Holloway's earned it. There's no reason why they can't. But do they do
it's
it?
gonna have to be Ilya Taporia has to be,
Let
and then
Ilya do it.
let Ilya do it. I think we both shared this opinion that he probably won't win. But and then after that, Volk will probably have to fight Islam because I mean, provided he beats Charles, and if that happens and he gets the belt, then Volk can leave maybe, and then we'll have the Max Blessed era again, perhaps. You see, I'm talking in a whole lot of hypotheticals here because we don't
Yeah,
know, but
yeah.
it's what could happen. It's what could happen.
It could do. It could do. I mean, Max is up there. It's just Volk's just different. He's just, just a
Yeah,
different level. It's just absolutely amazing. His skill set, his I don't know, just he evolved so much. And that third fight with Max, I think he kind of just closed the door on
that
that.
was shocking,
But Max keeps creeping up. That's the thing. You can't deny Max. If he just keeps beating
and
everyone,
it's
then you can't deny it.
for sure. And one thing that, well, two things I was going to say. One, they have definitely gotten better at how they kind of see a retirement off, in the cage, like they did with Robbie Lawler and Korean Zombie. Put the music. That's a nice touch to it. And I hope that they can. Well, it looks like they're going to continue that. So
I
that's
hope
really
so,
great.
yeah. I think they do that when they know that Dana was saying we
But
know that it's
it's
going to
planned.
happen. Sometimes some
Yeah,
people don't say anything.
they don't say anything.
Yeah,
Because he said from before, didn't he? He said
yeah.
from before.
I think
Did.
he
Yeah,
did. I
yeah.
think he might have
So
did say it was from before, or they might have
he
just
did.
prepared it. I think he said if it doesn't go his way, then if it went his way, then it might have been different. But I think they
I
might
think
have
that's what it
prepared
was.
it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's what it was. The second thing I was gonna say, and now it's lost.
probably come back to you. But great fight, puts
Perhaps.
Maxway in a great position. We'll see what happens with him in the future. He'll just fight. He's just amazing at what he does. And we'll see what happens with that, man. Let's move on to the co-main event, which was another fun one. Anthony
Yeah.
Smith versus Ryan Spann. Now that was, I don't know if you want to say it was a tight decision, right? Because obviously Anthony Smith must have won round 1 and 3 because round 2 is where he got
Oh,
flipped and damaged his eye
that
and
hook, man.
Spann just went in
It's
and
like a
whatnot. But I don't
like
know
a
if it was,
sprint race.
yeah, obviously it wasn't a 10-8 round, so that's why I didn't make it a draw. And if
Yeah.
Anthony Smith won by decision, that means he must have won round 1 and 3. And I would say that's kind of tight. It was very, very tight. But I think because he caught him, like Anthony Smith started round 1 strong with the leg kicks, the calf kicks,
That
and
Muay Thai
everything.
was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that was very strong. Yeah, he was very traditional Muay Thai in the beginning and the calf kicks and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ryan Spann just
Mm-hmm.
came back out. He was able to kind of find his
Power.
range. He did hit that left
Yeah.
shot in round 2, and then round
Yeah.
3, I guess, was still a bit of a back and forth. Even it was very close, so it's hard
Yeah. Very
decision.
close. It's hard to call that one. Yeah. You see Ryan Spann's face when they called him, he was
He was very
like,
shocked. He was very
shocked.
shocked.
Yeah. Yeah. It was very, very shocking for sure. Anthony Smith, I mean, he's eighth in the lightweight division. I mean, what happens to him next? Because he's done a lot. He's like
He
50
has,
something fights in
yeah.
MMA. He's does his podcast. He's okay. Do you reckon he's capable of going up again and fighting for the belt? What do you reckon with his skill set, with the killers ahead of him?
I don't, man. As bad as it sounds, I don't. I think he's definitely gonna be in top 10, finish in top 10. I don't think he can get up to that title again. Especially with the talent that's up there, Jamal Hill obviously being the champ. Well, I guess he vacated the belt, but Jamal Hill, Yuri, freaking Alkalaev. There's a few of them, man. There's a Polish power, I'm forgetting his name, Jan Blachowicz.
Jan Blachowicz. There's Pereira now.
Yeah, Pereira. Yeah, I just don't see him getting. He'll be in top 10, but I just don't see him getting up to that number 1. So
Yeah, I think
it's a
so
tough
too.
one.
Good fight though, and at least there was no beef this time. I don't know what that was last time, but it was very much more respectful. That was nice to see as well.
Yes, they hugged it out before round 3, which is great.
Yeah,
Always good to see that.
That was nice to see. But yeah,
moving
one of those fights, I guess. It doesn't really go anywhere. Like it's like cool, but for the division, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really. I don't think it made a big impact in the division. The featherweight bout though, the third fight, which was another fun one by Giga.
Yes, Bruce Leroy
and Alex Caceres. I can't pronounce Giga's surname. I was going to try it, but I'm going to butcher it as I always do.
Giga Chikadze?
Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, I like Alex Caceres, man. I'm a fan of him. Like since the Ultimate Fighter days, and then he just got this spiritual thing about him and this flow like Bruce Lee. Obviously, being Bruce Lee, I guess it's a bit more biased. Like he loves Bruce Lee, so there's a bias there and whatnot. But I really like his game. He's always calm. He's smiling. It was a great fight. Giga, came back from a loss. Who did he lose from? Calvin Cato, I think it was. He was off.
He beat him up, didn't he? He beat him. Yeah, he beat him quite badly. I think it was Cato.
So.
Check that. Go on.
And then so Giga's come back and whatnot. But I like Caceres, man. I think he's a great fighter. He's done so much. I like his vibe. I like his whole aura about him is just awesome. So
you're right.
he's always great
to beat him.
Yeah, okay.
Last year by decision. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember. Yeah. No, he does have a very good spirit about him. You're right. I do like him, even though it's like, man, for all you have and all what you've got, like, just wish you would, you know. But so I really just appreciate what he does, man. He kind of
100%,
reminds me of
100%.
like Benson Henderson, but like more Bruce Lee, you know.
He loves that whole Bruce Lee way. I guess that's why I'm a bit biased as I'm a Bruce Lee fan, as he's there right there. But yeah, no, I listen, and Giga, look, he's obviously a prospect coming in. He's got great, what was it, left body kick. His body kicks are just great. He's taken a few people out with that. So he could be an exciting. Look, he's got obviously room to improve, but he could be very exciting in that division. So yeah, that's fun. That's fun for that.
How old is he? He's 35. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It's possible, but he's getting to his peak now, so
Yeah,
he needs to probably forge forward like a strong title run. But yeah, it's tough. That division is no slouch, man. No slouch.
definitely a fun division, man. Especially that we got the new champion in that division. Right? No, not new
Boy.
champion. Who's the champion? Am I thinking?
Yeah,
I'm thinking different. No, no.
this is
Sugar Sean
this is
just became the
featherweight.
bantamweight, right?
Yeah. Featherweight
My bad.
still Volk.
Vote, my bad. We were just talking about that division. Yeah,
Volk is,
my bad. Yeah,
yeah,
especially if
Volk
you
is
got
still
someone like Vote there, forget that. That's a tough one. He's got a lot of work to do to get there.
oh yeah.
And then the other fight I saw, which I enjoyed, was the one before that, the bantamweight fight, Rinya
Uh,
Nakamura versus Fernie
oh
Garcia.
yes,
And Rinya Nakamura
yes.
was apparently a part of that Asia fight to that Asia, like, I don't know, that UFC tough type thing. I don't know. There was an Asia competition or whatnot, I
Oh,
believe. And he's just a great, I think he's like
okay.
almost like an Olympic wrestler. He used that very well to
Is
control
he?
and whatnot. Yeah, he was very well trying to
He
control
got a lot
it.
of love.
What's that?
They gave him a lot of love, like he was
Yeah.
like a fan favorite almost. And I'm thinking, who's this? How do I not know about this guy? Oh
I
yeah, you're right. He's a former freestyle wrestler.
yeah. Great. He had great
World
control.
champion
He was
too.
trying to get submission. I mean, Fernie Garcia wasn't looking for a way out,
Yeah,
so he was definitely trying to defend himself
that's
and
right.
whatnot. But yeah, I mean, Rinya's someone
Mm,
to look out for, especially with that sort of wrestling,
yeah,
and see what he could do.
8-0 as well. So you know, he's he's
One
he's
exciting prospect from
he's
Japan.
undefeated for a reason. Yeah, he's undefeated for a reason.
That's it. So looking forward to that one. To be honest with you, I didn't catch the other fights. This one started at in Singapore. It was in Singapore, so it started at 4 p.m. my time, and I was out trying to sort out stuff with the car and whatnot. So I didn't get a chance to watch some of the other fights. Did you watch some of the other fights?
I saw Aaron Blanchfield versus Talia Santos by decision. It doesn't like stay in the memory banks that well, but I, I would say like Aaron did control her pretty well. It was like Talia had the kind of go ahead when it came to the standing, but then Aaron just nullified it, out hustled her, wrestled her against the cage a lot more, and kind of grinded out a win. Uh, so that was it. I think she still has a streak, right? Aaron Black, she beat her, Molly, she beat her, she's beaten, you know, I think she. Oh yeah, JJ Aldrich. She's probably going to be the next one to challenge for the belt. I would say Aaron Black. At this trajectory, if she continues, it's going to be
Hmm.
her for the belt. I'd say.
Well,
Um,
Talia
so yeah,
Santos
nothing.
was number 4, right? So where's that
Yes,
put
yes.
Aaron?
She's fifth or sixth or something. No. She's like third, I think. Um,
Okay.
check for me. Aaron.
I'm trying to check. My phone is not loading up. Where
But
is it?
yeah, so I saw
Oh,
that
number
fight.
third. Yeah, she's third position. She's
Third, yeah. So she should be next. And then there was a Junior Tafa versus Parker Porter. Knockout in the first round. I can't remember how he got him, man, but it was clean. He walked off afterwards as well. It was a clean fight. I didn't know he has a brother who's fighting next week.
Oh, okay.
Junior Tafa, yeah, I think because he's heavyweight. His brother, I think his brother's also heavyweight. I think so. Anyway, very cool. Very. He's got the same aura as like Tai Tuivasa, just very chilled, laid back. His movement, his swagger, like it's like he like what I hope you do when you go to your fight. He just walks in like he was going for sparring. It's like it's like no big deal, no pressure on me. Oop, going down.
Hmm.
You know, super chilled. super, very good. I've never seen him fight before, but very, very good hands. Great movement for a heavyweight. He's a little bit awkward for a heavyweight, his movement, but when he puts it together, he's dangerous. He's dangerous. Will he compete for the top guys? I don't think he's got that just yet, but that was a really good fight. Great finish.
Okay, cool. Did you watch any of the prelims?
I did not. I actually saw Chidi Nojokuani against Michel. Oh, it's my turn. Olekskevijuk. That's terrible. But yeah, I saw that fight. That was a knockout. It was going Cheetah's way, right? It's a middleweight bout, going Cheetah's way for most of it. He actually almost took out Michel, and then he just came back. I can't remember how it happened now. Oh my god! And I watched it last night. I was half asleep, but it was a back and forth, and then he had Michel hurt. Michel recovered, came back and knocked him out. So that was a good fight too, worth watching.
Okay.
The rest, I didn't really see them.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I think
you need to watch the rest of the fights again as well, and so do I, because there was good finishes on the prelims. It was worth watching.
Do you know what it is? Like, I mean, this is an excuse. I mean, I could always find like links and whatnot. But when I had Fight Pass, it was just there for me. So any time of the day, like even when I was just, I don't know, doing anything, eating or whatever, I'll just pull it on and it's just there for me. Now I don't have Fight Pass anymore and I'm watching it live. If I don't catch it live, then it's difficult for me to find it. And then you got to find a stream. Sometimes streams don't work. And, I'm not, I don't, it's just a lot more difficult after my Fight Pass is gone. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I think with main events, I'm definitely going to try and wake up and watch those prelims and whatnot. But this one, like I said, was in Singapore, so the prelims started at 1. I was out and about, shopping and sorting out stuff. It's like there's no way I could watch them. So yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe I got to reinvest into Fight Pass just to have that flexibility and have it there, because I just used to spend my Sunday just catching up on all the fights whenever. But now I don't have that same accessibility. Bit more difficult to catch them, but I will always be watching the main events anyway, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, do that. But you see, BT Sports, I've noticed now, and it's not just me, it's the system. They don't show the fight immediately afterwards. So the prelims, I got the prelims 2 days ago. Oh wait, what Saturdays? Today's Monday, yeah? Yeah, so Sunday the prelims came out, and then it was like hours later when the main card came on, like the replay of the main card. So it's not instant like it used to be. And I'm like, what the? So it's one of them things, man. But yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. It's one of those things, man. But we'll listen. At the end of the day, we're always gonna find time to watch the main cards, the main fights. It does take a lot out of your day. I mean, like when you think about it, because I was on Saturday, I was like, holy shit, fight. I was out around 12 and I was like, holy shit, the fights start now and they end around 7. Like, it's a long, like, it is freaking long. I always knew that, but I guess when I had Fight Pass, it didn't feel long because I was like, whenever, I would just sit there and watch it whenever I can. But when you're like, oh, I got to time it because I got to go make sure I catch it on live on BT Sports or whatever. I'm like, holy shit, it started? Like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, all right, what, I got to be home by 4. And then, you're out and about and you're doing all this shit. It's like, fuck, it's 4:30. You're like, it's all that sort of stuff. So, when it's these cards, I think next week's one is in Paris, if I'm correct, which means it's going to be a late one for me. So I need to wake up early for it. I'm trying to check it. I believe next one's in Paris. It's not loading. Anyway. Oh, there we go. Yeah,
it is. It's
Spivac. Yeah.
Gane versus Spivac, yeah?
Yes, yeah. So
you know what?
That'll be
I'm waiting to see it.
Paris. Paris. So I was gonna say Paris 8 p.m. It'll probably start, right? Which will mean 8, 9, 10. Actually, not too well. Actually, it might not be too bad for me. For me, it'll be 10 p.m. 11. So I could just stay up. Yeah, that'd be cool to watch some of the fights. I guess some of the prelims will start a bit. No, wait, hold on. Bro, my maths and the time zones are killing me right now. If it'll be prime time Paris time, which would be 8 p.m., right? So I'm 2 hours ahead of Paris. So it'll be about 10 p.m. for me, right? That's the maths.
Yeah. So you'll be going to bed around 1 or
Yeah,
maybe
yeah, yeah,
two.
yeah. So yeah, cool. So I could definitely try and catch as much of this fight as possible. The prelims will obviously start early for me, but who else you got in this kind? I mean, what do you think about Ciryl Gane versus Spivac, Serghei Spivac? What do you think about this? Hello, did I lose you? I think I might have lost you. All right, I think I lost KOS. He should be coming back soon, but I think.
And
Are you there?
you could
Well, I've
go.
lost you, man.
Yo, you're cutting out.
I think we're having some technical problems here. KO, I don't know if you can hear me, bro, but you're frozen on the screen. Can't really hear you properly. You're cutting out a lot. But my thoughts on the fights, real quick. Heavyweight Ciryl Gane versus Spivac. Bloody hell. Spivac. I can't even pronounce it and whatnot. Obviously, me and mine. I think, look, Ciryl Gane, what happened with Jones is a whole different thing. I think this will be a better striking fight for him. He'll be able to keep that distance, use his footwork, which he's known for, and might be able to piece up Spivac. But Spivac's got that. He's got wrestling as well. So if he's seen anything from the Jones fight, or if he takes away anything from the Jones fight, I think he's gonna try and wrestle heavy him and just finish him quick. I think that will be the best game plan. So that's what I think. So I mean, look, it could go. I do think Spivac's going to take him. I think Spivac's going to use what he saw from that Jones fight and just take him down, and be it submit him or just grapple him and ground and pound him. It just depends on Ciryl Gane's. I wouldn't say takedown defense, because I feel like he's going to get taken down. It's just his ability to get back up and keep the fight standing. But I think Spivac is going to just ground and pound him, just dominate on the ground, keep controlling ground and pound him. I think we've got KOS back. You back, bro?
Yeah, I'm here. You cut out when you were talking about the Gane versus Spivac, and then it all cut out after that. I didn't.
Yeah, we
And then
lost
you
you.
asked me something.
Yeah, I lost you. I was just
Like,
asking your thoughts on the fight. I just gave my thoughts on the
yeah.
fight. What do you think about that? That's next week's fight.
Spivac, he's the one. Didn't get me. I would see Gane beating him. I can't remember Spivac enough to really give my real opinion on his fighting prowess and such. But I would say it would be Gane just because I've seen more of him. You know, he's a hybrid of a heavyweight. I would say it's him, but it's hard to say. My most intriguing factor about that fight is watching Aspinall in the crowd, as he said he would be, to watch that fight. That's what I want to see, and what happens after that, because he was saying, yeah, it's going to be Gane next, and then so on. So I'm more pumped about that, than Gane versus David, because I feel like it's going to be Gane, but we never know. Heavyweights, one touch of death.
Well, Gane's
All
known
night.
for his striking and his point striking rather than that big heavy punch and whatnot, right? I was saying I think Spivac's going to wrestle him if he took away anything from the John Jones fight, because Spivac's got good wrestling credentials. He's a great wrestler. He might just wrestle him. I don't know. I think it's going to be Gane's ability to either keep the fight standing. He's going to get taken down. Can he get back up and keep the fight standing? Or I feel Spivac's going to take him down and at least control him and ground and pound him and whatnot. That's what my thoughts are on that.
Use the John Jones template. Okay,
I think
that,
so.
That could make sense. I didn't know. I didn't know Spivac had that background. I mean, it makes the most sense. We're gonna see if Gane has learned anything from that last fight, because it was pretty telling. And Gane definitely did when he first fought Stipe, and he really did use it against everybody moving forward, as defense, as offense, his wrestling. I'm talking about. So yeah, I guess we're gonna see if Gane has improved his wrestling defense.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. I mean, the co-main event is the comeback of Rose Namajunas.
That's what I was trying to
exciting.
scream to you when it was cracking up. I'm like, I didn't even know she was fighting.
Yeah.
What? Does she not? Maybe she doesn't want all this.
Nah, she's not that type of person. She's always said that. I don't think she likes it, She's one of the best in the world. She's amazing. She just doesn't like that. She's a different kind of person. But it's always exciting to see her It's weird actually. They says they both number 2. That don't make sense. Why is the UFC site saying that?
Huh?
Rose and Manon Firot. I've never even heard of her, to be honest with you. Not to be bad, but
Yeah, 10
why
and
she got
1.
number 2 next to her name? That's obviously
Mm.
got to be wrong. But Rose number. I mean, look, I see Rose. I still see Rose as one of the best, and I feel like she's gonna
She's a French fighter, by the way. That's
yeah.
why she's on this card.
Of course, yeah. I mean, this
Yeah.
whole to be honest with you, there's a lot of people on this
It's
card
a,
that I'm
yeah.
not familiar with, and a lot of the pictures on the UFC site is all it's blacked out, basically saying that they don't
It's
even have a
blacked out.
profile
Yeah,
picture for
yeah,
them.
yeah.
A lot of them. So
He's a Muay
so
Thai fighter, that girl, by the way.
yeah, okay.
Mainly, yeah. Okay. No, it says that she's yeah, you're right. She's second in the UFC flyweight ranking. That's weird. Was she champion somewhere before? Maybe.
No idea, man. No idea.
Okay. Well, yeah, as you were saying,
I guess listen, I might be
Rose,
shocked, but I'm guessing I'm being biased here based on Rose, and I think Rose is gonna take it.
I got no tape to go on, so I can't say. And given Rose's state of mind, it depends
Rose shows
which
up.
version of her comes up. Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say so. But love Rose
Love,
all day, every
yeah.
day. Fuck
Amazing.
Rose,
Amazing.
fuck Rose. Remember that shit?
DC was amazing at that. That was awesome. Cool, man. Well,
Oh
look, there's
shit.
a few other fights on
Yeah.
here. I mean, like Volker and No Time, Mr. No
It was
Time
the
is on it, yeah.
it's canceled. Oh, okay, it's back.
And then
It was
yeah.
canceled initially.
So yeah, I mean, a lot of the fighters I'm not familiar with, but I'm gonna catch the fights. Based on the
Let's find
timing,
out.
I think this would be great for me. It
It's
wouldn't be too
viable.
late for me, so I'm gonna try. I definitely will catch these fights, which would be great.
Ooh, yeah, no, we'll do that then. That'll be yeah, same time next week, I guess.
That's it. Same time next week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Other
for
than
you
that,
it'll
have you
be
got anything
prime
else?
time. For you it'll be Saturday prime time. 8, 9
Yes, yeah,
o'clock,
it
yeah.
should be
7
easy.
o'clock, something like that.
Yeah, should be easy. I didn't even know this fight was in Singapore. So when I checked my phone, I was like, oh no. It already showed me the main results. I'm like,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot you mentioned it last time. You
Cool.
mentioned
Well,
what got Stephen
anything else before we finish up here, man? Was there anything else? Oh, that Khabib Nurmagomedov is doing a documentary. Did you hear that? He was on a call with Dana. They FaceTimed or whatnot, and then he announced that he's doing a documentary, which would be great. They've been doing a lot of those, but it'd be great to see that.
I didn't know that's what it was. I just saw like a picture of they came to an agreement and there was like money involved. That's all I know. So
Yeah, people
yeah.
were trying to twist it, clickbait shit. They just had to catch up, and he was just saying that they're doing a documentary on him and stuff. So, people trying to use it
Okay.
clickbait as in like they scheduled a fight. That's not happening.
Oh no, I didn't think it was that. I just thought they're doing some kind of business deal. That's all I thought,
Mm,
because I
mm.
know Khabib, his word is his word. So I knew it wasn't that. But yeah, I'd heard about something was going on. Another interesting one. Jermaine Durandamy is targeting Q4 2023 return fight. So in the fall, she's looking to fight after she's finally given birth.
Oh wow, okay, amazing.
Yeah, she had a 3-year layoff, by the way.
3 years, wow, wow.
Mm, so
What
she's looking
else
to
is
come
gonna?
back.
Did you see? I mean, I'm not interested, but it's obviously all over social media. There was a press
Oscar.
conference between Logan Paul and
Oh,
whatnot, which is not the boxing you're talking about. You're probably talking about the Usyk low blow thing, which I also saw.
I didn't. All I saw, when you go to gifts on your WhatsApp and they give you sometimes the most popular gift that's happened or trending gift, and I see Usyk doing this, and I'm thinking, oh, that was last night, right? Was it?
Yeah, I think it was Saturday night.
Right, right. So I'm assuming he whipped his ass, but yeah, I didn't know about that. I have to have a look.
Like, again, I don't watch boxing, so I can't really comment too much. But
I
all
know,
I
I
saw that
know,
it
I
was
know.
it was apparently a low blow. Everyone's saying that Usyk tried to find a way out. I don't know. I didn't watch the fight, so I don't know how the fight was going before that, all of that sort of stuff.
I'm
So
gonna have a look, see at that one.
yeah, so there's
Yeah, I'm gonna have
that.
a look at that one.
There was not Jake Paul. It was Logan Paul versus freaking Dylan
Dennis,
Dallas, and
Dylan
then
Dennis, yeah.
Perry's the backup because Dallas never shows up. That's apparently well, not
That
apparently.
was
It's been
so
shown that.
weird.
Yeah,
That's weird.
and
That's
then
so. Yeah.
yeah, it's just a weird one.
And then John Fury came out like,
yeah, he went. Oh yes, yes. Who's fighting him? What's his name? KSI versus who's Fury? Fury's brother. What's his name?
Tommy Fury.
Tommy Fury. Yes, yeah. So he's fighting him.
Oh, okay. The way that it looked like John was gonna fight.
I know he went crazy. He went crazy.
I feel like boxing needs someone like him. He's
they're bringing in attention. End of the day, they're bringing in attention, and it's doing well for boxing. It's giving it some.
It's interesting.
Yeah. People making it fun. Listen, the best fighters in the world, like the Canelos and whatnot, they and all them guys, right? They still deserve the credit for being the best boxers in the world. But it does take a little bit away from them in the sense that, you know, they're not getting, like, because you get these casual social media fans or whatever, they'll come watch the fights, but they won't really know who the real amazing boxers are, who put their life, like, who dedicated their lives to it and whatnot, and who are the amazing talents. But at least it brings attention to boxing, and that's one of the main things. Because maybe, you know, I don't know what the numbers are, but maybe it brings in boxing fans. Maybe a percentage of these casual fans that come in will be like, oh, I actually like this boxing stuff. Let me go do some research, and they'll Google boxing, and Canelo comes up, and whoever comes up. I'm trying to name names, but I don't know boxing well enough to name them. But you know what I'm talking about. So it might bring a percentage of fans. So I think it's important. I think it's good. And we lost you again, bro. Yeah, you frozen again. I'm not sure if you can hear us. Cool. Yeah, I think we lost you, man. All right, cool, man. Well, look, I'm not sure if you can hear me, but I think it's... Yeah, there we go. Lost him. Well, look, let's call it there anyway. I think Slip will come back. There we go. He'll come back. Hello. Yeah.
That happened. You can hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah, I was just saying, bro. Yeah, let's call it there. Another great catch up about fights. Next week we'll be back about fights. But I'm going to speak to you about next week's timing. Next week, Monday, this time I've got some appointments, some builders coming to the house or whatnot. So, but anyway, we'll communicate on WhatsApp to find the best time to communicate on what day we could do it to do this. But we will be back. We will be catching up as we always do. Thanks all the listeners, users, subscribers, all that good stuff. Appreciate your guys' support as always. And on that note, we out. Peace.